Blessings, gods and goddesses. How are you today? Today, I want to talk to you about divine flexibility. Nothing has gone according to my plans today. In my lower nature and my lower consciousness, I would be quite upset and frazzled and probably a little angry. But I have learned about divine flexibility and how vital it is on the spiritual journey. A lot of us spend an exorbitant amount of time trying to control everything in our lives. Some of us develop ulcers as a result of this, and extreme depression, and anxiety, and all of these other conditions because we feel as if we are not in control. Well, there is a Buddhist philosophy that essentially says, be like the bamboo. Be flexible. When the wind blows, be willing to bend forward, we do so. We need to bend backwards, we do so. And by allowing yourself to be flexible, you can ebb and flow with the natural order of things. One thing that we know for certain: change is constant. So, I had a plan for my day. The Most High had a different plan for me. I have learned through my purification process that flexibility is key to spiritual development. When we recognize that we're never, ever in control of anything anyway, then it totally releases you from the responsibility of trying to be in control. It totally releases you from the anxiety of trying to be in control. To really control your environment, think about how many things you would really have to control. Because the experiences that we have in life are not just about us. We're usually relating to family members and co-workers and managers and people that own companies and people that we owe debts to. There are all sorts of relationships involved in our daily existence, and to try to control all of that is exhausting. So instead, today I learned some valuable lessons. One, perhaps my plan was not the highest and best, even though it seemed like a pretty good plan to me. Or we could look at it another way. The other parties involved in my plan perhaps were not lined up with what I was aligning with. Either way, things changed. Everything changed today. And so it gave me an opportunity to teach on divine flexibility. A lot of us spend exorbitant amounts of time trying to control everything in our lives, everyone in our lives, and we get quite upset when we are unsuccessful at that. But I'll tell you something, we're never, ever in control. The divine forces are always in control at all times. So when we overstand that and we give up the need to control things, first of all, you feel a lot more relaxed, and you can prevent some of the dis-ease that is associated with trying to control everything, like ulcers, depression, anxiety. A lot of times when we are attached to a certain outcome and things don't go the way we think they should go, or we've planned, or we've decided they should go, we get quite disappointed. And I can remember a time in my spiritual journey when I would have responded that way to what has happened today. Instead, I said, what lessons can I learn from this? And I learned several. I was reminded about divine flexibility, which is something that I am already aware of. My spiritual father teaches us this concept, and he teaches us that it is key to our growth and development spiritually. because, again, change is constant. And if you are married to a particular outcome, that means you're attached to it. And if you're attached to it and it doesn't happen the way you've envisioned, then disappointment sets in. And with that disappointment comes negative emotions. And depending on how long we stay married to those negative emotions, they can actually develop into symptomatology, which could lead to disease, etc., etc., etc. Now, I did learn some other important lessons today. I learned that not everyone we deal with deals with us from a place of integrity. And instead of cursing that person or being upset with that person, it just made me realize perhaps this is a person that I don't need to associate with, or perhaps this is a person that I should have a different level of association with. But either way, it gave me an opportunity to step back and just take inventory. Sometimes we outgrow relationships. Sometimes we outgrow associations. It's a part of our spiritual growth. As your vibration increases, as your frequency increases, things that you used to be attracted to or things that used to be appealing to you are no longer. And new things on the higher frequency will start to show up. So it's important not to be attached, so we can release these things and allow more room for the higher frequencies. And some other beautiful things happened today. There was a friend of mine that I've been trying to get in touch with. We had lost contact. And because my plans were totally changed, we happened to align at the same place at the same time, and we were able to be reacquainted. So there were a lot of wonderful jewels in today. And I was able to connect with some people that had been wanting to connect with me but didn't know how to. And I made some new connections. So even though my plans were totally changed, it was still a very blessed day. Every day is a blessed day, regardless to what happens in that day. So I hope that this small teaching on flexibility has been a blessing to you. It has certainly been a blessing to me. I am Empress Nandi, and it is my honor and privilege to serve you. Please join me on Sundays from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. I have a complimentary teleclass where I teach spiritual law, conscious creation, and self-healing techniques. And I also send healing blessings to everyone on the call. To connect with me on Sundays, the number is 209-647-1000. Access code 1082852#. Come check me out at the website. We have a lot of wonderful teleclasses, seminars, and workshops. If your corporation, group, or club is looking for a motivational speaker or someone to come do some healing work or to help you transform your life, then go to book me at empressnandi.com so we can link up. It's been my honor and privilege to serve you. Bye-bye.